again. Aloha. Welcome back. Songbook Stories. Cheers. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have pretty much any Tori Amos stories. She's one of these artists that I've heard a bunch of her music, especially back in the day when I was much younger. A lot of people that I knew were very into her, so people that I hung out with were always listening to her. But I had never been bit by the Tori Amos bug to where I dove in and read lyrics and all that. And I'm ready to now. I'm ready to be that listener these days with this library that I've built my whole life. I finally hit a place where I'm ready to actually listen to a lot of things that when I was younger, I'd be like, nope, didn't have time for it. Like I knew what I wanted and what I was into and the sound that I was going after and all this stuff for all these years. But I've reached a place where I'm open to a lot more things that I used to be shut off to. And that's part of this whole thing that I'm doing and why I'm doing this and talking to people about music and trying to make people understand that you have to kind of take the reins more or less and control your musical journey, your destiny, the soundtrack of your life is at stake. That being said, this wasn't intentional, but Tori Amos is back out touring. She plays Central Florida this week. I'm not sure when or where, but I just heard it on the radio that she's playing here. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of crazy. I'm about to do a video about her, and here she comes. So if you're local and you don't know anything about Tori, she's a piano goddess. She's got a very traumatic, emotional, deep story and message. I know that much. But I collect. So she's one of these people that's been very proficient. And I've got, this is sealed, but I've got another copy of this Jackie Strength 12-inch in my DJ stuff. It's like I've got all my cassettes in front of it, so I didn't dig it out. But just know I've got two of these. I got a couple of 7 inches here. They're the same thing from a sort of fairy tale 12-inch from Virgin. They were just like dirt cheap out there one day, so I just bought them both. Like, yep, I'll buy those for $1. Under the Pink, a classic. And what better color? Pink. I'm gonna make some Tori Amos fans really jealous with some of this. Boys for Pele, Coke bottle clear, double Coke bottle clear. And then we got From the Choir Girl Hotel, and that one is black. And then I've got a lot, like my preferred, like I've said before, my preferred medium or way to check out bands is with video. So I've got 2 Billy bookcases out in the living room that are chock full of VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and any CD that comes with a DVD. It'll end up out there instead of in here. Like these 2 have a DVD with them. This is Tales of a Librarian and Scarlet's Walk, like deluxe editions. 2 discs, got the DVD with them. Then I've got these old VHS, Live from New York and Little Earthquakes. But yeah, these will be probably where I began my inevitable journey into finally really giving Tori Amos a fair shot after all these decades. I know it's not fair. I've got so much more to rattle through here. I'm just gonna show you what I've got. The stack. This is a deluxe edition too. I'm not sure. Oh, this just has bonus tracks on the bonus disc, so it stays in with the music. This is just the album regular version of that same album. Got Winter. Some of these are dirty. And the star profile little art or write-up and interview disc. And that's it. That's the extent of my Tori Amos. I would recommend her, though. That's the ironic part. Or I don't know if that's truly ironic, but like, I'm not really super familiar, I wouldn't say, with her music outside of the singles that were played back in the day, obviously, and just stuff that other people listen to. So I don't really know where to begin. I don't even know if she has like a greatest hits. I like to go on Apple Music and it shows you in order of plays, at least, you know, the artist's top songs. That'd be a pretty good place to start. Anyway, moving right along, I have this label that I got pretty obsessed with back in the day called Amphetamine Reptile Records. And they recently, a couple of years ago, did this documentary called The Color of Noise. And this is on Amphetamine Reptile. That's Tom Hazelmeyer, their artist and owner, VP, whatever you want to call him. He's the main guy that did Amphetamine Reptile Records and still does to a little extent, not anywhere near as much as they used to. But I don't even know where to begin with Amphetamine Reptile. Like, my like all-time favorite band, Helmet, was on Amphetamine Reptile back in the day, so that's where I got started digging in, listening to all their label mates and stuff, finding out who they were touring with or were buddies with or whatever. That's how labels worked back in the day anyway. But yeah, buying compilations, and I mean, to be honest, ever since the 90s, anything I find that has the little Amphetamine Reptile Records crest on it, I'll buy. Like, I'm still collecting it after all these years, and he's still doing reissues and stuff too. Tom Hazelmeyer, Amphetamine Reptile Records. Check it out. Amsterband, have no idea. I just got that from somewhere. I'm not gonna say that, but I've got this in my collection too. And Anastasia, no idea. Freak of nature. This is the CD that's not on the deck behind the camera right now playing. And You Will Know Us by the Trail of the Dead. I saw them back in the day in early 2000s, I think it was, at the Social in Orlando, a club that I've played at before. I talked about in the American Scare how I played the Social sold out, packed show, and I was on cloud nine. But all of my favorite bands that come through town all these years have played that stage, so it's like a really cool stage. But anyway, I saw And You Will Know Us by the Trail of the Dead at the Social, and they were pretty interesting. The guy, like the main singer guy, like got down in the crowd and led like a snake dance chant thing, and everybody got really, really into it. This is the same single, just sealed, put away, another backup copy. But they're a really interesting band, a little out there, a little weird. I kind of like that. A lot of the Amphetamine Reptile Records band roster or whatever was like that. I got a lot of random local-ish punk bands too. This says MySpace, so it's got to be super old. A Failed Escape. Anybody know these guys? Tell them I said what's up. When it's time to party, we will party hard, says Andrew WK. I got The Wolf and She Is Beautiful here. This looks like it's this is a promotional single for She Is Beautiful. And it is off of some other record that I don't have. Anyway, I got a little bit of Andrew WK. Tony's a pretty big fan. Again, I've never really given the guy a fair shot. I don't know where those came from. I'm doing a little bit out of order here. I got some Amberland, old 7-inch. Andre 3000, 7-inch. All together now. It was record store day a few years back. I got some dice in the A&D, Andrew Dice Clay. That's old school. Animal House soundtrack. The Animals, which I'm pretty sure I've got one of their records and I can't find it, so I'll have to show it if I ever track it down, or maybe I don't. I don't know. This is all I know that I've got right now. The Animals, great, very influential band. A lot of people started sounding like the Animals after they came out. I love when that happens. Creativity. This band, I've got something signed by them somewhere and I can't find it. This band is amazing. They're one of those bands that are like too good to listen to. You know what I mean by that? Like, it's like it's stagnant almost. That it's just, they're so technically proficient and so good at their instruments, and they're just like killing them. And you can watch a few minutes of it and you're just like, wow. But that's about all I can take. Like, they don't have any breakdowns or hooks or like, I don't know. I'm not gonna rip them, but they are an amazing band, and everybody should listen to this band, Animals as Leaders, at least once. Watch a video on YouTube of Animals as Leaders and tell me what you think about them. Like, it's super heavy, super technical, metal-ish, gent. I don't know what the genre, what the kids call it these days or anything, but they're very impressive. They're the level of musicians that when they come to town, they've booked lessons for people ahead of time, and they do personal guitar lessons for people, and bass or drums or whatever lessons, because they're the real deal. They're that good. And yeah, I've got an autographed poster flyer thing somewhere, and I can't find it. I was looking for it before the show. So you'll have to take my word and go look up Animals as Leaders. Last but not least, I've got some dear friends of mine, old roommates from Atlanta. We go way back. I don't even know really how long I've known these guys, since high school at least. I don't know how much older than that. I got a lot of friends that I've known pre-high school still. It's pretty amazing. Good people. And I've known these guys, these kids, I say, they're a couple years younger than me, all of them. And I don't think they're still doing anything, but this, back in the day, came out here in St. Cloud, this band called Amos to Sober. And the famous pictures and stories of the band shell show in St. Cloud back in early 90s, Amos to Sober was the headliner of that whole gig. So I had the video cut off and I have to edit together now. We went out and ate. I was too hungry to mess with it, so we just went and ate dinner. And now I'm back, but I picked up right where I left off, talking about my buddies, Amos to Sober. Good friends of mine, old roommates and whatnot. That's their first release, Rejected. That's what they were touring on when we played the band show. And then in 1997, the year we all moved up to Atlanta, they released this one, Tireless Hemitrope Camel. And we lived up in Atlanta together, 97, 98. I moved back down here. They released this album soon after, Black Animus, their third and final album. And I've seen these guys play so many times I couldn't even count, and jammed with them all and all that kind of stuff a million times. I'm mentioned on here, if that gets me any street cred. But yeah, Amos to Sober, great band. I'm not sure if they ever uploaded anything to like Apple Music or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure you can find some Amos to Sober stuff on YouTube, and that would be worth checking out. I think, let me see, yeah, my next video is a band called Anthrax. And I've never seen them. Ah, spoiler alert. I never have any stories for somebody that's doing a video series called Songbook Stories. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to edit these 2 videos together quick and get it uploaded. And I'll see you soon for Anthrax. Aloha.